Okay, so, are we going to have Ryhn do the recap?
It just depends if you want me to do the recap.
Yes. Yeah. It is your turn, I think.
The only downside is I didn't hear their side of the... Well, no, I did, didn't I? Because I was there from the beginning.
You were there from the beginning, yes.
Alright.
The only downside is he didn't pay attention.
So, last time, Naruto, A New World. Yay. God damn it, now I'm just completely blanking on names. Fuck me.
We don't really have a group name, so...
Character names. I remember Shiori, but I...
Shiori, Tsume, Shima, and then Ryhn.
Ryan's the important one for you, just remember that.
But somehow he managed to remember Shiori.
Associative thought, that's my problem.
And then the other group members, like, I don't know, our sensei and this cowboy, and then, oh, my recently found mother, for Tsume.
So after the shit went down in the episode before that, the group by the wall, which consists of both ghosts and Knives characters, which I am just completely just going to blow this over. Yeah, after rescuing the mother using some jiggling chakra-controlled ninjutsu surgery shit, decided to travel back to try to meet up with Ryhn and Kamogu, I believe is the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Or the name?
Yes.
Which they meet halfway to the point, and after they do so, conflict happened. A lot of conflict over what Ryhn currently possesses. So, pretty much it became a toss-up of having to talk to the Datakage, I believe?
Yep.
So, they decided to hop back to the port town to hop on a ship, because they're on a boat, back to Lobster, and this is where we pick up after doing 6 days of training on said boat.
We're going to be doing the training. It's a montage.
Yeah.
Gonna need a montage. Montage!
You just wanted us to take a montage so you could do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Of course he did, and the worst part is I did it too.
Yeah, really.
But the thing is, you kept quiet about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Does that stop me? Nope.
Okay. So
Because I know how bad singing over Skype is.
alright. So wait, what?
Nothing,
The worst.
just continue.
Just
Knives did it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I only said one word, I didn't sing it.
Who sang the word?
Nope. You
Anyway.
heard nothing. You have no proof.
Okay. So
We have a
Except
recording.
the
Nice
recording.
try.
anyway, back up. Alright.
Beep,
So
beep.
with the recap said, I also want to insert a reminder for people. I don't know if Ghost or Kelson will, but basically, do you remember when you were initially going on the ship to come to Rufone to begin with, how there was the one girl that was, for some reason, too young to, I say that in quotes, too young to get on the boat, and she was the one that had saw Jimutora?
This skill to get on the boat.
Do you remember the girl who was
She's the one that led us to the
Tiger?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, she didn't lead you; she more directed you. But yes,
still, we wouldn't have known
She
about it.
gave
without
us
her.
the quest marker.
basically, yeah. At the time I introduced her, I didn't have a name for her, but now I do have a name for her. And when you guys get on the boat to return to Lobster and Nipari, she is actually on the boat.
Oh, nice.
Great, random character I've yet to meet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
For purposes of name,
Oh, God. Are you typing it?
in Roll20.
Oh, and Roll20, and the other thing I don't have up right now.
All right. Well, yeah,
Oh.
you're right there.
Makoto.
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 Oh,
Yes.
yo, yo.
So,
Makoto is actually the name of the captain in Ghost in the Shell.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
also,
my brain
it's,
had a kind of
just for purposes of where I got the name from, I did remember that when I originally introduced her, for some reason I referred to her as Jupiter, because Sailor
Yeah.
Moon.
I thought we had started calling her by that name.
Yeah.
By
Jupiter.
Sailor Jupiter's name.
Uh,
No, I meant by Jupiter's name, not by Jupiter.
That's the thing, though. Makoto is the Japanese
Oh,
name for
that's
Sailor Jupiter.
right. That's right. Okay.
Anyway, so, Makoto, also a character that was introduced and slightly forgot, who's going to be brought up
Again.
once we pass through this montage. Way back when you guys went to Daiju and found Kadia and initially got this mention to bring Kadia home,
Mm-hmm.
there was also the terrified ninja girl that was totally forgotten.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean the one
No.
that you never really had a name for because she was too scared to actually tell us her name?
Yes.
She was never forgotten, by the way. I remember her.
Well, she wasn't. I don't recall us.
We never came back across her.
Well, you brought her with you to your village, and then she was going to go with you when you took Kadia home, but then I forgot about her, and then no one reminded me, so.
No, I reminded you, and we came with a bullshit backstory that she was just too, cracked to be able to travel currently, so you had medical ninjas to kind of keep an eye on her.
Okay, that works too. Fair.
Yeah. And the other reason why I didn't say anything was because I was off on my own.
Yes. They were sort of in a rush to make sure that Tsume was safe, and she was off on her own.
I did some time traveling.
Citing,
Well, not really time traveling.
citing the fun little story that Tsume told in the last session to her mother, referring how she got to summoning.
Yay!
Yay.
So, all that said, we open up on the boat with everyone traveling, taking the 6 days travel to go from Ryhn back to Nipari, and everyone has got their own bit of training and whatnot that they are doing. So, Ryhn is spending vast majority of the time, he is falling back into his sort of bookworm tendencies and looking into a book that he had.
Other than the one that he makes notes in.
Yeah, other than the one he's making notes in. And he is studying, and he spends like over half of his time just looking in that book, and
Well, the first half was the fire because the whole feeding the ship thing.
You
Oh,
just
yeah.
told you don't set the ship on fire!
I didn't set the ship on fire! Okay, context here. What essentially Ryhn was doing was essentially making a fireball, chucking it off the side of the ship, hitting the water, causing it to explode for fish to kind of hit down, and boom, fed the ship. Thank you.
yes,
Don't
and
set the ship on fire.
I didn't set the ship on fire!
We told you don't use fire! Why'd you use fire?
he's
Because it's so great!
You
he's
set the ship. Each time they go into port, they gather rations for the trip.
either way, fish are having an extra bit of fish on the ship is useful because of two
Because
reasons.
Shima likes to eat fish,
Because two reasons.
so every now and then.
One, Shima likes to eat fish. Two, Shiori is training medical and could make use of said fish.
Actually, I imagine because of one of the techniques I picked up, I imagine Shiori's got this like anything you could do, I could do better thing going on with Ryhn right now, and so she's just like as she's learning how to use this technique, she's actually dropping lightning bolts into the water and then just water walking out and picking up fish and bringing them back.
Fair.
So you just like orbital zap him and walk over to get him, while Ryhn just blasts the water and have the fish come to him.
Mm-hmm.
In order for the fish to come to you, that fireball has to be pretty close to the boat.
well,
It just needs to be big enough.
if he launches the fireball in just the right way and just the right angle, he could bounce. He could like shoot a wave towards the boat, and all that's hitting the boat is water. So.
I guess the captain's not liking you guys, except for Shiori.
I helped fed the boat. I think the
but you're fucking up the ship with the making waves and shit.
It's fine. The captain is, for what it's worth, the captain is keeping an eye on both of you as you are doing this, but other than that, he's not.
Pretty much the simple rule of don't bitch about free food.
Well, there's that, and he's seen enough people training on his boat trips before, and he is aware that he may not be a ninja himself, but he can look at somebody and be able to see that they are a competent ninjutsu user. And
well, you guys are all fucking with the water. I'm just sitting there having a staring contest. Tsume's sitting there having a staring contest with Shira.
Yes.
And mind you, that's what Ryhn was doing at the beginning, and then most of the rest of the time was used studying the book.
Then how do you know your technique actually worked?
You'll have to find out.
Either way, Ryhn is studying in a book that, for purposes, I don't know what it is, and I'll let Ryhn come up with it, but for anyone who is potentially curious, which would normally only be Ryhn, the book has a family crest on it.
If you want context, let's just say this is old family scripture of techniques passed down in partial and wholes, and Ryan's kind of did a bit of a piece together job to get the technique the way he wants it.
Yes. So all of that, and surprisingly, you guys took a trip and were given chances to learn things, and not a whole lot of moves were learned between all three of you. I was kind of surprised. I guess it's
well, part of the problem was some of the techniques I wanted to learn, time was not on my side for it.
Same here. I had some stuff that I wanted to learn that was like 7 and 8 successes, and I'm like, damn it. And one thing that I didn't realize was way out of my league, so I couldn't actually take, so.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I did pretty good with mine, because all I wanted to do was learn some more Genjutsu stuff.
Which Shira was willing to help with, mostly because she has Genjutsu as well. I mean, we
yeah, so we're sitting there having a staring contest and stuff, and all of a sudden you just keep hearing, nope, visualize. I am visualizing!
So.
And just occasionally you just hear from pounding from around, shut up, I'm trying to raid here!
Anywho, where is Shiori training the healing part? And is she learning healing on with a fish?
Yeah, she's probably using the fish technique, and if any of the sailors need, like, healing or whatever, she's practicing on that. And she's also probably, like, helping, like, using her lightning to, or using her healing, rather, to cook the fish, and then, like, making, I don't know, like, using her scalpel to practice with that, to, like, make sashimi or something.
Is she on, like, the main deck of the boat?
She'd either be in the main deck of the boat or in the hold, where there's, like, a flat surface to work on, and not just, like, the rail of the ship, like, you know, where there's a table or something.
Right.
And then you bring the fish back to life, and then
or in the galley.
Since
whenever she's making food, she's in the galley.
Give me a,
Shima's trolling her.
Yes. It's just like each time you bring a fish back to life, you sit there and go, yes. You turn around and go and do something, and all of a sudden you turn back and the fish is gone.
If Shima wants to try to sneak up and steal a fish from her doing that...
Oh yeah, she'll totally do that, because there's fish.
I'll let it happen. I'll let it happen, because that happened when she was originally learning to work with healing stuff. So, like, when she was learning her healing techniques, that happened, so I'm gonna let that happen again because of the comedic effect of it, of just like, this is their relationship.
Yes. However, I would like for Shiori to give me a SWAT check, please.
Yeah, sure. Let me double check, I'm pretty sure it's only 3, but... Yes, it's only 3. There you go, 15.
Okay. So, I'm going to say you're kind of in the... I don't know what the technical term for that section of the ship would be. It's probably one of the ones you said. But you're kind of in the...
What do they do there?
I guess you would be close to, since you were helping with food and you were helping other sailors. You're near like the sailors' barracks or whatever.
The galley is like the cafeteria, basically. It's like where the cook makes food and stuff.
That's I knew it was something that you'd already said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sort of in the galley and you're messing with the fish to learn up your healing stuff, and you notice that sort of out of the corner of your eye that you see she's sort of peeking around the doorway and watching you, Makoto.
Oh, okay. Shiori at this point is like, she's kind of like, you know, really tense because she's worried about the upcoming thing that they're gonna have to do. And like this decision she has is like weighing on her mind, and she's just kind of like tired and frustrated and whatever, and she looks like, she glances over and she sees Makoto, and she's just like kind of like one of those
just come over here kind of things.
yeah, just one of those, come on, you don't have to hide.
Hi. Again.
Yeah.
So, all of you are done with your mission and heading back home, right?
I don't even know anymore.
Is everything okay?
Really? But you probably don't want to hear about my problems, so...
Well, even if you did tell them, I probably couldn't do anything to help you, so...
What would I have to roll to, like, cook something?
Uh...
To be, like, is there, like, craft food? Craft foods. All I can make is mac. I have, like, earth and life sciences, I have chemical...
Chemical would technically be, cooking.
That'd work in a pinch, but... Honey. Alice.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's not chemistry, though. It looks like chemistry,
No,
but it's not.
Literally chemistry.
No, it's not.
Okay.
She's using chemistry machines, but it's not chemistry.
Okay, whatever you say. Cooking is literally a chemical reaction at its most base level, so...
Yeah.
Way.
Let's see, there's... Well, it depends on how you want to see it. I mean, I guess... Craft art would technically be one, because some people will consider food a art. Craft structure, depending if you wanted to make it a balanced breakfast.
Make a gingerbread house.
Okay, I will let you use...
Or just a straight up D20.
I could
Craft
just roll on
pharmaceuticals,
brain.
there you go.
She's used to, like,
That's for
campfire
making
cooking,
medicine
so
and
it's not like-
drugs.
Well,
Just roll me a straight D20.
No, pharmaceutical is not for edible things unless you're making, like, pot brownies.
Okay, go ahead and roll just a straight D20. I'm looking through your skills. I'll add a comparable thing to it. Just
Sure. 7. Probably nothing
Intelligence,
good.
not the
but-
poison.
okay.
Intelligence, so you don't poison yourself.
Like I said, she's used to, like, campfire cooking, so, like, nothing she makes is gonna be, like, traditional kitchen food.
Right. So
And
what,
she's cooking with, like, chakra and, like, raw fish and stuff, so, I mean, it's like,
Oh.
you know.
You essentially make chakra sushi.
Yeah, pretty much like nigiri or something like that.
You know what I just imagine now, because you're saying that. Ryhn just like having a bunch of fish that he has on a side cooler, and when he has to eat, he just like heats up his hand, reach in, hand fries a fish, and just eats into it.
Yeah, that's basically what Shiori's doing.
You know what I just realized?
What? We're gross.
No. This is Tsume's first time on a boat.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it is. You're probably fine. Roll me a fort save, Tsume.
Is Shima seasick again?
Oh, do I have to roll a fort save for Shima?
Fort save for Shima, fort save for Tsume, because this is her first time on a boat.
I may as well roll a fort save also, because we live in a desert. This is probably like my second time on a boat.
Well, yeah, sure. Everybody roll fort save, including her.
God damn it!
Oh, fort save. I'm looking at reflex. Okay, that's 10.
I wish it was my reflex.
Okay, I'm totally fine.
I got a 13.
You're fine.
Alright. She's used to interdimensional travels.
That is Shima.
Okay, so everyone's fine then.
Okay.
Because I was about to say, by any chance, could I will myself not to be sick?
No. Basically, what I did was
Ryan isn't Gavin.
For those who heard, what I did for me is for those who had been on the boat, the DC was a 10, just on the grounds that they had sort of gotten accustomed to it. And then for Tsume, who had not been on the boat before, it was a 15, but she rolled it perfectly fine. So, yeah.
So a few more trips and we won't have to roll at all.
Well, technically, you're pretty close to okay, and I don't know if you're going to be on a... Well, you'd probably come back to here at least one more time. So, at least not for a while anyway.
You hope.
What were you making for... You were doing your cooking thing, Shiori?
Yeah. I just, whatever, some simple sushi, some rice and, fish fillet and whatever.
Do you, hand that off to Makoto or something?
Yeah, hand a piece to her, toss a piece to Shima.
Nom 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 nom.
Can I be, looking around for Shima on the boat?
Probably.
Okay.
And then you find them in the galley.
How much fish did you give her? She's fat! Look at her!
Wait a minute.
What?
You do realize she got bigger while you were away.
I know.
Also, she's been stealing fish.
Actually, no, she
so
wasn't.
I really have no control over that.
Yeah, you do. You can tell her no. Or keep an eye on the fish.
Technically, she did when she fried them.
You're busy? What you busy with?
I'm trying to practice some more healing techniques. I'm trying to keep my mind out of everything.
I'm just gonna go and, sit down. Next
Bear
to
in
her.
mind, Makoto's still in the room and just sort of looking between you.
And, Shiori's gonna hand Tsume a piece of sushi as well.
Munch, munch, munch.
Okay. I have the 3 least picky eaters.
Makoto is silent, and then she says, "Oh, this is your... Did you tell her about, you're looking for another teammate, or...?"
Yeah.
I thought you did.
Yeah, we had mentioned it.
So she's...
Because it was one of those things where it was we're looking for somebody, but this it was a decision of whether or not to continue our search for Tsume, or go on this side quest.
Yeah. She
and
says...
I imagine Makoto was part of that.
She says, "Oh, this must have been your friend you were looking for before."
Oh,
She
yeah.
says with, a mouthful of sushi, huh?
She's like, this is This is Tsume. She's our Beastmaster. So
I give a wave.
Oh. So the tiger's hers then, that makes sense.
yes, I could not keep up with that.
What gave it away? Her charming demeanor.
So is the
One of my feral looks.
Makoto is she looks at Tsume and goes, so it was the other tiger person yours too?
That's my orange hair. Poof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mother.
Well,
No, I think she meant the one that was
The one you would have no idea about.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I wouldn't know about.
Jimitora was the one that showed up.
Oh, Jim, just like
I don't.
I looked like slight confused, like, huh?
Like it with your lipstick, Jimmy.
Shiori just goes, there was a I guess a tiger stealing from the port town.
Just
Back
remember,
home.
you've met him.
Have we
Wait.
met Jimitora again?
Yeah,
He was the one
when we were
Oh,
heading towards
that's
the
right.
port town, that the tiger came running up
Oh,
and
that's right.
tackled my. Okay,
He stayed behind, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah, because he technically.
Then Shiori's just gonna go, yeah, Jimitora was acquiring fish from the port town.
He was stealing.
It was, look,
They would never steal. Survival of the fittest. I do not know
He-
what that means.
oh
He
my
was
God.
stealing, but he gave them back, and it's all good, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, I was just making sure you were okay, and
Shiori just goes, kind of shakes her head and goes, I'm really not, but I appreciate you coming to check on me.
well, yeah. You're a lot easier to approach than your friend.
But am I not approachable?
No
Well, I didn't meet you the first time, did I? Where were you, anyway?
Getting lost in time, apparently.
She tilts her head and's like, huh, whatever. Okay.
It's just like, it's a long story.
And then she goes to leave from the galley, and she does that sort of anime thing of hand on the doorway, and then turns to look back at you for a moment as she's walking out the door, and like, by the way, you have another friend in Leibster when we get there.
Oh.
She says that she was supposed to go back home, but she was sick or something, and she was wanting to at least touch base with you when you made it back to work.
I completely spaced on
I'm
her name
swatting
now.
like Shima away from the sushi. No, stop, get away.
I don't think we actually gave her a name.
Damn it.
We didn't.
Damn it, Dollard, all your various and sundry NPCs.
Yes.
What? It's story related still.
Hold
Well,
on.
she is now nameless intern.
Okay.
Hold on. I will get you a name. Hold on.
Maybe like the Japanese name generator for him.
Name her,
I have one.
we'll name her Mito.
Nito.
Nito?
Mito.
Nito to Nito.
Put that in the chat so I know how you're...
M-I-T-O?
Yep.
Hey!
What is Mito?
Mito.
I
Does
forget
it
off
mean
the top of
anything
my head.
specific?
Hold on.
Well, why did you use it?
Because it is a name that's in my head right now.
Okay, so that works too.
Yeah.
Good enough reason for me. Mito. As long as it's a feminine name.
It is.
Maybe.
It's from Food Wars.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Oh, wait. You can continue talking, David.
So she just says... I think she said her name was Mito.
Would I know this person's name?
Probably. You did meet her. She was the one that came back with you, so you wouldn't know her. And I would assume that name would be said somewhere, and I just never really gave it. So, yes, when she says Mito, you know it's the girl that was terrified that you found when you were with...
I thought so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
I was gonna look it up.
Okay. So, with that...
damn it, I should have named it Hisako instead. Oh well.
Yeah, whatever.
Fits
So,
the character
does
better.
anyone have any specific scene they wanted to do while...
Not off the top of my head.
heading back?
I don't think so.
I think it's probably gonna be like kind of like the atmosphere like between the whole group is kind of like staticky.
Yeah. Shiori did learn the jutsu that she had involving sand, yes?
No, I dropped that one for to take mastery and healing.
Okay. So you
Because
basically...
you remember I was trying to shake out what to do with my time, so...
Yeah, so you just have mastery and healing and then the lightning, I think?
Wait. I took healing... let's see, I took... Hold on, let me look real quick. I have it in the Skype chat.
Yeah.
Between us. Stalin, here we are.
I feel like you did get it.
I thought... Because I was looking at it a minute ago. It's our conversation about Weeble. Okay, so... It was... Oh, I had one extra, and that was that one I used for mastery.
Yeah.
So yes, I did learn that.
Okay. So for part of the trip, everyone is down in the like cabin areas because they have jutsus that they're training. Like that they don't need the open air and be in the open air for.
Yep,
and,
I learned it.
Shiori is training, and Tsume is training, having a staring contest, and
Ryhn.
Ryhn is studying. Seeing as you did actually train it, I was kind of wondering if Shiori wanted to do anything specific just to sort of give her new jutsu a test drive.
That's a good question.
Because I think that would be fun.
Sure. I need enough dirt to be able to do it, though.
You probably brought it with you from the desert. You were in one for a while.
Fair enough. I just shake out all my clothes. And see what
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What is the hide on this thing? Something huge. Yes. Okay. So, roll for me a hide, assuming you're going to take it and go somewhere. You can PM me if you... Because the way I imagine it is you're all sort of in your own little cabin rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Tsume and Shiori are typically in the same room, but with all the dust and sand that Shiori's going to be collecting around her to make this thing, she probably would think of going to some other room so that she's not pestering Tsume and Shira as their staring contest continues.
Yeah, it really just takes, let's see. It just basically takes enough dirt to be able to form the size of a fist, so.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have that in your clothes easy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Plus, you could have probably collected more as you were making your way to the boat because sand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
We're just scraping together dust because sailors.
Yeah, that too.
Just find a dust bunny that big. And just...
So, do you take it for a test drive by going and spying on anyone in particular?
I'm sure I don't know who you could mean by that.
PM me your choices. Or your choice, rather. I'll give you choices.
Who else is around right now? Just out of curiosity.
Well, you're in the cabins.
Mm-hmm.
So, you could go and look in on perhaps the captain, or see if you could float around and find Makoto, see if she's doing anything specific. You could look in on Tsume and Shira, you could look in on Ryhn.
It's in your Skype. I'm not gonna do anything sinister, I'm probably just gonna look in on Tsume. Just cause she'd be the one least angry with me for trying.
My Skype will be... Okay.
Yeah.
So, roll for me a, D20 plus 6... No, well, you've already got it. I'm not gonna let you roll to perform it.
No, DC's 22.
Yeah, that's to perform it. Well, I guess technically. Okay.
No, my DC's way... This is actually a complicated technique, so... Oh, I lost the chat. Oop. 14. Yep, got it.
You're good. Okay. Now give me a 20, as per the technique, give me a D20 plus 16.
Plus 16. As per the technique. Oh, that's right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is correct. Bam.
It's the same thing.
Same title. That's funny. Give me a spot check, Shiori. Or, not Shiori, Tsume. Wow.
Wow. That is a what was that sound roll? Like, close, but not close enough.
Nope. Okay.
Hold on. I still got one more to roll for.
Oh yeah, Chima.
Nope.
Same total,
Okay.
look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
It's a bit dusty.
Tsume, you are continuing your staring contest with Shira, and she's just, basically like, come on, just focus. Focus on me, and focus on what you're trying to get me to see.
Right. Okay.
What do I roll to be able to read lips? Because this does not like transmit auditory anything to me, so
Right, this is true.
yeah, this is just like purely a visual thing.
Let's see.
Would it be like language or something, or would it be?
That's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll for the actual technique then?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Oh god.
oh, god damn it, I totally... Oh, wait, yeah, I would have to...
The eye is
Hold on.
susceptible to genjutsu.
I have... Yeah. It is?
Yes.
It is.
You do any area genjutsu, she's gonna be in it.
Hold on, I have to pull it up. My computer, like, 4 streets started itself, so... So,
In your list down here.
yeah, I have 2 new genjutsus that I can do. But I need to read them real quick.
Yes.
Which one is...
$4.99, DC 21, or
$4.98.
$4.98, DC 17.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do...
Both have range. Both have target 1 creature, so...
Okay.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so I'll just go for the... Earthbinding, so...
Okie dokie.
Again... Try 7. I pull it off.
Okay.
Yes!
So,
Did it!
I'm going to roll a will save for Shira. Because technically it's... actually, wait.
She would have a bonus since she knows what I'm doing.
That's the thing. She would have a bonus because she knows what you're doing, and she is aware you are doing it, so she can also choose to not take the will save just to
Yeah, so she
show
doesn't
you
have
that
to.
it worked. Show
She
you
can-
that it worked.
She'll still feel that it's actually trying to work.
Yeah.
But she can just, like, shake it off.
So Shira just sort of smiles and nods and like, there you go.
Both hands, both fists in the air going, yes! Yes, 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 yes.
Yep. So there's that. Moving on. You all, unless there's something else, you all do, make it to port in, Leibster, finally.
Yay.
Yet another town
Yes.
that Tsume did not actually go to.
Nope. It's all new to me.
Alright.
Oh, I can't wait to actually get back to town so I can check up on the little boy, see how he's doing.
So, making it to Leibster, you all come off port, off the ship, and hit land again. You're nice and it's nice solid ground. No one was seasick this time, so there wasn't really a big issue. And waiting off in the distance as you come to landing is Mito from before.
I'm waving to her. I'll be like, hi!
And she smiles and comes up to join the three of you, and she's, well, I guess it went well. You were gone an awful long time, though.
Sorry, kind of my fault.
And then, at you saying, kind of my fault, Shira pops up beside you and says, yeah, she, went looking for someone, and smiles. And Mito, for her part, she looks at Shira, and the two of them seem to share a moment when there's like this unspoken communication. And then Mito nods and goes, okay, well, seeing as how you were gone for so long, I don't really want to push any of you to try to go back, and there's not really anyone waiting for me anyway, so I'm just probably going to hang out here. After, collecting myself and not being as terrified, that dragon girl's not with you, is she? Looks around. Okay, good. She's gone. I'm a better ninja than you may think, and I was able to make my way here without much problems. So, if it's all the same to you, I think I'm going to hang out here for a while.
Okay.
And does anyone have anything they want to do in Livester in particular?
No, I think we're good.
The most Ryhn would probably do is probably pick up a few books, and that's about it.
Where do you keep all these books?
Mallet space.
I mean...
No, it's Ryhn space.
That too.
Shiori would, if she has any uncooked fish left over or whatever, she'd take them to the, or anything she caught that morning or whatever, she'd take them to the market.
Right. Okay.
And she's not gonna ask for payment or anything, she's just gonna give them.
And then once you are, beginning to make your way, Marusagi is also there. She tends to keep towards the the crow's nest of the boat, so she was way up high.
How did the guy who usually sits up in the crow's things just sit there and stare at this budding girl?
He was actually the lookout that's up at the crow's nest. He at first was sort of confused, and then he looks down and sees the group of people that's getting onto the boat and notices that two of them look like they could almost be wild childs themselves, and then there's also a tiger, and he's just okay, fine. If the captain's not worried about it, I'm not.
It's just eh.
And for his part, the captain didn't actually see her.
Yeah, 'cause huge jumping.
Uh-huh. She basically was on the dock for the boat and bounded from the boat to the person. Yes. Bring.
It could have been funny during the sailing. You could be hitting on her.
And no.
No.
So.
Shot down the idea.
Pretty much. He probably did, and then he probably started to, but then was wait a minute, she's Bunny. Never mind.
I just imagine one of those times. She takes her foot and just kicks him so hard, flings him out of the crow's nest right into the ocean.
She probably would have.
No. No.
So, moving on, everyone makes it
I'm
back.
gonna look at Shiori and be like, how long did it take to get home from here?
If I remember,
So I don't know where this part town is.
It's southwest of us. Or actually, it's pretty much south. So what is this, 2 or 3 days south?
Yes, you're going to be going back up to Dataku, which is north. So.
I'm sorry, north. Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant from the town.
Yeah.
This is 2 or 3 days.
It's a 2 days trip, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, oh wow. Since you'd been on this map, I changed a couple things that you guys can't see, and I just realized I was very smart. Anyway, so, you begin making your way back up to, town. Does anyone have any particular scenes that they want to do?
Ryhn doesn't, and I figured nobody really wants to interact with Ryhn correctly.
Yeah, like I said, I guess that it's just quiet throughout the group with like
Very, very sort of this.
tension.
Yeah. Sort of a very tense pause, or tense quiet.
I just figured they would talk amongst themselves and just ignore Ryan's existence.
I don't think it'd be that bad.
No.
See this one? No. Don't think I have that. Okay. Yep. So you make your way back up, and you get to your first watches for the night. And of course, Komogu, Mikashi, everyone involved is still here. And Mikashi seems to be getting a sort of a lay of the land, as he either has not been to Nipari in a really long time or not ever.
Yeah.
And
So I guess we're going to do our tornadoes, Ryhn first, then Shiori, then Tsume.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it going to be a spot check?
Yes.
As per the
first.
Give me one moment to make sure I'm having the right number.
Okay. Yes, sweet. See you typing.
Well, I had it sitting in there so I could switch over tabs.
Oh,
just to
no,
say-
I was seeing Shiori typing.
Yeah.
You were typing.
I need to make my spot check too. Okay,
It's your
sorry.
turn.
13.
Okay, you're good. Marga's going to do hers while you're in your thing, because she's with you.
Sume's got a 14, and Shima's got a 6. That's a natural 1.
Yep. So, there's not really anything of note going on in the actual, watches, so you're good to go.
Nothing
although-
wicked this way comes.
Not at the moment. Though Mikashi is... I'm going to do a roll for him. I should have done him first, because he's technically taking watch with Ryhn.
Okay.
Yes, I remember. Your spot is horrible, because... Yeah. Okay.
Because.
Mikashi is actually on watch with Ryhn, and as you're doing so, he sort of looks at him. And you really want Sharingan, right?
Ryan just nods silently.
Is there any real particular reason why, other than just to be more useful?
Well, besides the benefits, my whole thing is knowledge. The more I know, the more useful I am. Sharingan allows me to see techniques, maybe some that I've never seen before, and understand them. So,
You do realize it takes a lot out of a person to have implants for Sharingan, particularly even in one eye, let alone two.
I know.
If the need should arise, I am willing to give you the one that I have here.
Excuse me. Ryhn does not belch in character.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Ryan's gonna go, I personally prefer the two that I have carried with me. As one, you're still using your eyes.
I could do fine without this. Thank you. But I appreciate that.
Is that just where the scene goes? Just one of those reassuring, it's like, you want to do this? Yeah, I want to do this kind of things.
Kinda, yeah.
No awkward conversation. You know, have you noticed, like, the rest of them just have been ignoring the crap out of you?
Oh, Makashi knows better than that. He's a cop. He senses the tension in the air. So he's not going to entice that at all.
What's she expecting? Ryhn to go up the deep end and haul off and hit him?
No, he doesn't want to make it worse. He understands tense sort of situations, and he's not wanting to be the instigator for that. Although, as you're making your watch, Mikashi seems to be focusing more on looking towards the south in the direction of where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
he's...
gonna ask, do you see something?
No. I haven't really been here in a long time. I'm wanting to make sure everything goes
smoothly.
Yeah. I'm wanting to make sure everything goes well with your group. And then perhaps I have my own things to take care of. Well, I don't see anything, do you?
Does Ryhn see anything?
No, he does not.
Trying to get him, not currently.
Okay. Do you want me to wake up Shiori, or will you?
You might as well. She still doesn't want anything to do with me.
Alright. And, switches over to Shiori's watch with Marasagi. And Shiori notices that it's Mikashi that's waking you up.
Morning, not morning.
Good, whatever time it is.
We didn't see anything out, so we should be fine.
That's fine, I'll keep an eye out.
5 seconds, goes right back to sleep.
No. And Marasagi is up and looking around with you.
Mm-hmm. Shiori's mostly quiet. She's gonna probably I imagine at this point she's been like practicing healing on herself. If that's a thing I can do, I think I can. Yeah.
I mean, you
I
pretty
think
much
the
got
techniques
it.
allow me to target myself. No, but like she had burnt her hand doing that Chidori thing, so I mean she's like been like healing her own hand, and she's like taking it out of the sling and checking it over and everything. So.
No, actually, yeah. Marasagi just watches her and says, "Looks like it's getting better."
Yeah, it's probably gonna scar a little bit.
That was really impressive what you did.
I just panicked. That's all. I got lucky. That could have been bad. I could feel it trying to get to me too.
Yeah. I wish things like that could happen when I panic, but yeah. Not as lucky, I suppose.
Is there... Do you think I'm doing the right thing?
Do you think you're doing the right thing?
Wow, perfect dodge.
Yes, but it's always good to get a second opinion, right?
I suppose.
It's just Ryan's only worried about being more powerful so he can be a better weapon for the village, and that's not why I thought we became ninjas. I thought it was to protect people, not just to steal pieces off of murder victims and use them for our own gain. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
What makes us any better than the people doing this if that's what we're willing to go to?
Before my village was destroyed, before my clan was, there was a time when some of Mitsu's lackeys were making use of our blood pact. They had somehow manipulated how the chakra flow was working so that they were summoning and able to control us to a point. Do you see how when Tsume summons and summons not the little one, the little one's cute, but when she summons in combat, have you noticed how sometimes the one she summons seems somewhat reluctant or just unamused or impartial to the conflict?
Yeah.
When everyone's different, and summoning jutsus can sometimes, depending on the user, I don't think Tsume's the type to do it. I think Tsume's not going to force her will onto someone else. But when someone summons, sometimes they can manipulate their summoned creature, and before I was stuck here, that's what I was doing. I was helping the Azagiru to make things worse. I can't say anything for what Ryhn's ultimate goal may be, but if he wants to be a weapon, wants to be useful, as long as he doesn't go and actually attack villages for no reason, attack homes for no reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just with me hanging out in the Azagiru too long. I don't necessarily see him as evil.
I don't think he's evil. I just don't think it's right the way he's going about improving, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I think he's... Maybe I'm being too harsh.
If... Maybe... I don't know how Sharingan or whatever kind of eyes those are work, but if a piece of the person is still there that originally had the eyes, if they're there and Ryhn sort of is aware and shows some sort of degree of understanding. Maybe those people could live on through him.
I think it kind of depends on what the intent of the person receiving them. I guess I'm not sure how to explain it.
It might be related. I mean, it is still chakra, so we won't know what happens until it gets there. But
yeah,
for what it's worth, I can see both sides of the picture, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want either one of you to be wrong. But it wouldn't be the first time I assumed the wrong thing.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do we notice anything outside, like, anything
On your
out
watch?
of the ordinary?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's into the following watch. So does Shima have any Tsume have anything specific with her mother?
No.
Not really.
You'd have to trigger the scene, then red.
Yes. As the watch gets it's your watch starting, Shiro is looking more towards the north, towards Dataku, and she's not even really looking at Tsume. She's just more speaking in a means that she knows Tsume is there and is going to hear her. What do you think of all this?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Currently, I will be happy once we get back home.
Yeah.
I'm just taking one step at a time, really.
That's probably best. That is what I tried to make sure you were taught, so.
You gonna be okay coming back home?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. Let's just hope. I'm sorry, this is out of character now. What is Sume's brother's name? I need to write that down on a character. Jeez.
I think. Let me double check here. Yeah. Hisu.
Can you spell that for me? In like a chat. So that way I can just copy and
write
paste
it down. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Like, just hope Hisu's like back. He's doing a mission.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing good. I give him too much trouble.
And this is what little sisters are for, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Tippy's found his way home between while we were gone?
I don't know. I left a while. It's been a while since I've been home. He wasn't there when I was home. So, maybe.
I feel like he's safe wherever he is. Or at least I hope he is. I'm glad your bond with Shima's growing as well. Although you two had a moment when you were separated, just like me and Tippy Maru, so. What do you think of the discussion between your teammates?
Honestly, it's really stressful. This is, it's like we're actually a group and we get to go out on missions and go on adventures and stuff. But I thought it would be fine at first, but now looking at it, I guess I am a bit worried about it. I mean, I promised Sensei that I would try to be strong and, try to lead them.
Yeah. Kamuku's a good sensei, I think.
He is.
When he's not distracted with his own problems.
Yeah. Wait, what? No, she literally says this wait, what?
I don't know. I just feel like Kamuku's got way too much on his mind constantly. I don't really know him. I never really spent time with him in the village at all, but I just sort of feel like he's got stuff rattling around in his mind all the time, and
oh, yeah, we've seen that when we were over on the other continent. Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Well, I think the sun's coming up, so we should be pretty good. And I won't take a nap this time.
5 steps.
And she's silent as the sun is sort of rising. And then she says, I hope I didn't cause you any more stress from what I showed you.
Oh, yeah, we didn't really get to talk about it. No. You kind of just made me a little bit more determined. But
she smiles and you did say though that you weren't going to go out and do anything rash.
I know, but my temper.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think that came from? It's been a while and you're older. But, remember who you're talking to here.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe we should have, raised bears instead of tigers.
Shima is fluffy and I like her. Bears sleep all the time.
Well, so do cats.
Tigers
Well,
sleep all the time.
Well, so do
They
cats.
prowl.
And
Cats sleep all the time. Tigers prowl.
anyway. Yeah. I think that's all I'm going to have for that scene. And
Bears would have been also super cute, but tigers are good too.
Yeah. So, you journey on and officially make your way back to Dataku, or at least the little wasteland desert that was the edges of Dataku anyway. And then, by that later evening, you are making it back into town. And the guards instantly let you in, and you see it's actually the same two that had, one of them was the one that went out with...
Oh, is it the same people that I sneaked by?
One of them is. Because it is the... You guys would remember them. One was the ninja that was out with Kamogu when he was attacked by the elementals.
The one that turned into the wolf, and then we had the drunken stressed guy.
Fox, but yes. And then the other one is the drunken one, though he does not appear drunk as you make it back.
I'm just gonna sit there and just like quietly go, damn it.
The two of them just look at the three of you as you walk in, or at all of you as you walk in, and then the fox ninja person says, "It's about time. You are going to speak to the Dataku, yes?"
Yes.
Ryan's just gonna... If they're not impeding his path, he's just gonna go straight to him.
Shiori follows, like right after him.
Oh,
She's clearly
there we go.
Mikashi, for his part, he actually wanders town. He doesn't really have a reason to go to the Datakage directly. And Marasagi is there for 3 seconds. The guards barely notice her, and then she's rooftops. Whoosh!
I think Shiori would have wanted Marasagi there with her, but...
Yeah, probably, actually. That's a good point. Okay, so, everyone...
And if anyone gives her trouble, Shiori just stares them down. Yes,
Okay,
I know Shiori's tiny, but she's just not in a good mood right now.
Okay, so everyone goes to see the Datakage, who, and I'm assuming Ryhn goes in there first, because he just bolted straight to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. So everyone walks in, and the Kage is... he's actually out of his office at the moment. He's... seems to be going through some files that he's getting from the front that's actually part of the building as everyone walks in, and he's... There you are.
Here we are.
And I see you. He looks at Shira and he says, "And I see you found at least one person who is missing."
Yes.
Congratulations. Are you well, Miss Shira? And Shira nods. And then he's just looking through all of you, and then he spots Marasagi, who is trying in vain to hide behind Shiori, who is much smaller. And
Yes, she is.
he just sort of raises an eyebrow but doesn't say anything. And then he looks to Tsume. So, Are you going to report what happened in this mission, or are you going to leave that to one of your other teammates?
Is she saying that to Shiori or
Tsume.
to the whole? Oh, to
No,
Tsume?
wait, who is it?
The Kage is asking Tsume directly if she's going to
Okay.
report on the mission or if one of her other teammates.
I will report on the mission, slightly glaring at Ryhn, and I have additional information that was not part of the original mission you sent them on.
I see that. Looked at Shira. I expect a full report and insight into what went on.
Right.
I would assume that you probably wrote it down in some sort of file or something that you can just hand off instead of having to remember it all.
Yeah. Like, hand it off and stuff. I feel like... Got more information from the police. The police officers over there, mentioning to Makashi and stuff. And... some
Did
stuff,
Makashi
and... Yeah, he
Mikashi's,
did.
well, he's in town, but he's not with you at Kage's place.
Oh, well, there was a cop that was with us that was on this, and we found some interesting information about the wall, but I'm going to kind of hold the information until there's something Ryhn wanted to do first.
He looks to Ryhn.
Crossing my arms and just turning to Ryhn and be like, well, go on.
Ryan's going to pull out the container that the Datakage would be familiar with.
Ah. Well, it seems the three of you were all successful in many ways.
You can't
Not
be
too.
serious. Shiori's been like kind of
So-
like, you know, keeping herself like respectful, but at this point she's like completely disregarded any of that.
And I'm just like trying to shush her up and be like, sir, are you seriously going to allow him to use them from taking them from a guy who stole them from a dead body?
that
Used
he
for their own
murdered,
gain.
by the way, we can only assume. These people have been stealing Shiny, they've been hunting people down, killing them, stealing their eyes, and Ryhn just wants to plug them into his head like they're nothing. Like that none of that even matters.
Right. We're not at war, from what I see, so I don't see any good reasons for this. They're stolen eyes from a murdered victim.
Let's see. So you're all worried, you two are worried about the justification of making use of these eyes.
If that's the case, this would in my eyes, and probably Shiori's too, if he uses them, it makes him no better than the murderer.
And what would
Think
you have?
that you think having like slight honor towards fallen like ninjas who put their lives on the line and stuff for respectively other villages and stuff.
Yes.
But there's no honor in that.
Shira puts a hand on Tsume's shoulder, and the Datakage sighs. It's not about the potential for war. That's already happened. That passed 40 years ago. It's not about where the eyes came from. The very fact that they are found is simply that the Azagiru do not have them. Where they go from there...
The Azagiru don't have them, and it should stay that way. We've already seen one of their lower level generals has the ability to just control people. And if with the skill set that Ryhn has plus Sharingan, that's a liability. And not that it couldn't happen to anybody else. She like glances at Shira and she just goes, "It's too much of a risk."
I mean,
besides the part where she just kind of shakes her head and can't find the right word for. Yeah. Anyway.
And Ryhn, what do you say?
About the fact is that this would be enticing to Azagira.
enticing? Why would it be enticing?
Well, as it stated, that they control
If you-
people.
Yeah, if they get you under their control and stuff, me and Shiori are kind of like, excuse me, kind of screwed here. Because you hit a lot harder than we do at the moment.
But I'm a bit of a class candidate, that's the thing.
Not with the ability to see what we're going to do before we do it. You'll be one step ahead of us, and that makes all the difference, and you know it.
What would you have?
And it's clearly not good enough to protect you from whatever they can do. Because
We
we've
have-
seen the amount of people they've killed for these. So this isn't going to protect you from them, it's going to make you the best weapon they have because you know us. This puts your team at risk, this puts the village at risk.
We have a slight, just a slight, other option that he could take, but he insists on having the two eyes, which is we have someone that came with us who is willing to give one Sharingan to him. That was not stolen from a dead body. Actually, murdered body.
Kakashi.
Yes.
And
He's willing to, but it's up to Brian. Have to, or one where we're a little bit more lenient towards as a group.
Ryhn,
Yes.
would you be willing? I know the kind of person that you are. I know the kind of family you hail from. You're always about wanting results. Would you be willing to wait on a second eye? It would be healthier for you to do so. It would just take more time. And there is the option for you to have another eye given to you willingly. Would you be willing to wait for that one? And take Mikashi's? For now.
Ryan just is gonna sit there and think for a few moments. Other character, Mikashi is from this village? Or is
No,
this...
he's from the other village and stuff. He was the cop that's following us around.
Okay, I was just...
Cowboy hat?
I was just making sure context-wise.
Okay.
Yep.
Just letting you know.
Well, let's see. Tactically, the argument doesn't change. As Shiori stated. And if they're able to control anybody, then just sitting there assuming who's powerful or not. I mean, they've controlled enough people who says they can't control a Kage.
Kage isn't.
Roll this and check. All of you.
Oh, good.
Does he laugh?
We don't know until we roll.
Uh-huh. Oh, 10, 11 is me and Shima.
I will.
Who's this? Okay, so 17, 10, 11, 11.
Mm-hmm.
I need... I don't need that sheet. I need... this one. So many tabs and so many sheets. Okay, so I was a little off on my roll previously because I thought Kimogu's was a 7 for some reason. Okay.
Marasaki.
And yes, Marasaki. So many characters to roll. Okay.
Two people got into the 20s.
Yep. Everyone else was a 10 and 11, and then Shiori's was a 17. So...
I mean, depending on how close it is, I wouldn't mind doing an action point.
You can if you want to.
I got 48 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have
15.
50.
I probably horribly spelled that word wrong. Let's see. Ryan's was an 11, so yeah, Ryan would get it too. Skype chat, Ghost.
Brilliant.
Oh, am I the only one that didn't hear it?
Pretty much.
Shima also
darn it.
didn't hear it.
Shima's got rolled at 11, so...
You were close.
It's sent to you as well, Kelson.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Okay then.
Did I do anything?
Shiori's gonna glance at Marasaki. And
Marasaki,
one of those.
you glance at Marasaki, and you see that she is shaking.
Can she look at the...
Do I notice anything?
You see that Marasaki is shaking, and Shira's hand is still on your shoulder and is gripping slightly tighter.
Ryan's going to the container. He's going to put it back to where he was hiding it on his person.
I'm gonna glance at Shiori, slightly confused, like, what? Something? What?
She's gonna look at the Kage and see if he noticed it as well.
Roll sense motive.
Motherfucker, I guessed it, didn't I?
Exactly.
It's only slightly better than all my other ones. No.
What's default sense motive?
Let's reroll. How many points for reroll?
No.
No?
There's not an actual option for that, and
10 points.
I don't have sense motive, so.
Well, that's what I was asking. What was
wisdom?
Thank you.
I did say that. I thought.
Sorry, you did.
I didn't hear it.
Sorry, 10 points for a reroll.
Just reroll.
Okay. There we go. I'll take those 10 points if you want me to.
You can reroll too if you want to, Ryan.
I only have 35 of them.
You use a bunch of them anyway.
I'm the only one sitting here slightly confused, like, what's going on?
Okay, so Shiori, the Kage did hear it as well, but you see that he's tensed. He himself is tensed, but at the same time, you know that feeling you get when someone's watching you, kind of that sort of
somebody watching me.
Yeah.
Look back at Shiori. Somebody's gonna look back at Shiori and be like, "What's going on?"
Ryan is just gonna mutter, "We're being watched."
Would I recognize the sound of it? Oh, I guess we never actually interacted with her, so there's no.
Oh gosh, no! Why? I'm the only one that.
Yes.
You are the only one of the three of us that would know. Yeah.
Ah!
So okay, you're sort of staring the Kage down, and he.
Is everyone just like looking like really intense and just like really quiet?
Yes.
Can I make another listen check? Just
Sure.
Thank you. Be like, what are we all listening for?
That's it.
Why is everyone
Fuck you.
quiet?
I'm taking sense chakra next round, next level. I don't
Honey,
care what you try and talk about.
How do I do?
Nice. Okay. You hear what I had sent to them. There is a very dark, very low, chuckle going sort of. It is. Yes, that. Because Ryan can do it. Because Kelson can do that a lot better than I can.
We wish you wouldn't.
Yeah.
What?
Because you do it every 5 seconds.
Anyway.
Especially when you're playing Ryhn.
Anyway, here it makes sense. Because it's that kind of a chuckle that you're hearing, and it's also two things about it. It's you don't have a definitive source. It seems to sort of be going throughout the whole room, and at the same time, you also see that it's sort of focused from the Kage himself.
But this shit. Somebody's just gonna sit there and kind of like get like really intense looking, just staring him down, just like.
And from the Kage, from him, you hear in a different voice, it's sort of, demonic.
Oh, yep.
Hello, people.
Oh,
yeah.
God, don't.
If I tried to do a demonic voice, it'd be horrible, so. you hear it's a completely different voice from the Kage's, and it's a male voice, and he's just, "They'd have a much rougher time trying to get through us, honey."
Are you calling him honey? Because I find that hilarious. Because he was the one that said could take over.
Oh,
okay.
I just realized what this is and not what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Shiori hears this and she's like shaken, but she's not. It's not as bad as she thought it was.
And yeah,
So,
like,
the
she
thought of
seems
him
kind of-
calling Ryhn honey is just like
I'm well aware. Yes, he they did.
Tsume is kind of holding back a snicker, but still trying to look intense. Slightly failing.
Probably. And the Kage looks towards. He looks to Tsume, but from his. He doesn't, like, gradually change his gaze. He just, like, sharply turns and looks to Tsume. And, having a problem there, kitty cat.
No, I just find that hilarious. Thank you.
And it's alright, Miss Bunny. I'm not gonna hurt you. And Marasagi, like, straightens, and it's just sort of
Shiori rests her hand on, reaches back, and rests her hand on Marasagi's, I guess her wrist, because she's tiny.
Yeah.
But, she's just, to comfort her, and, I'll protect you even if they decide not to. One of those, yeah, one of those, well, if the Asakura are gonna have a problem getting through him, they're gonna have, he's gonna have a problem getting through me.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
And then the Kage himself, he just shakes his head and enough. Regardless, they're not. I don't see the Asakura being remotely powerful enough to try to help us, to try to get through to any Kage here.
Well, I kind of have some theories with my knowledge.
Here, no, but do we know?
Me and Shiori knows about the wall and stuff, and she knows my theory about how that wall was made.
Right.
But if she's going to say something, Sume's going to shush her.
Yeah, she's going to relent when Tsume tries to.
My offer still stands, Ryhn. I will allow you. You will be allowed to take up the options for Mikashi's eyes, or eye.
Well, so
I'm not going to relinquish you the option to take eyes from the bodies you got from the Azagiru, on the premise that the Azagiru have the ability to manipulate and corrupt chakra. They will be aware of the eyes themselves, as they will be related to the chakra of those who are already defeated. You are much less likely to be a liability with eyes from someone else than you are from eyes that they have already encountered.
If that's the case, then Makashi is not an option. Because he was attacked by a group from...
Attacked, yes, but they didn't interact with his eye. His chakra and his eye's chakra, if he has Sharingan, as it so says in your report here.
Yes.
His eye and his Sharingan's eye's chakra and the chakra in his body are different.
Shiori kind of nods in agreement.
He's not going to... They have not interacted with the Sharingan that Mikashi wields. Unless they are the full source as to they are the reason that Mikashi has it. You don't have that in your report.
Well, the problem is there's no way of fully knowing. because Makashi was knocked out. So they could have done something in the
And we never actually really checked him over, did we? Or did you?
Nope.
Looking at Shiori.
Well, did you be able to, check his chakra and the whole shabam?
Well, we kind of figured out Shiori does checkups on everybody that joins the group, so she would have been looking for that stuff, especially after encountering Shira.
Yes.
So,
and Makashi does not possess any sort of chakra that's anyways related to the Azagiri, as far as you can tell. Now,
as far as I can tell, yeah.
Granted, yes, you are able to confirm, just like you did there, that Makashi's chakra and the eye and his Sharingan are two different ones, which is probably in part how you were able to sense that he had it when no one else knew.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Is like, oh, this is weird chakra, and also it's not your chakra. So,
yeah. But you at present do not have the story as to why Makashi has that eye.
No.
And you do not know if it's related to the Azagiri.
Nope. So,
hadn't he told us about? Oh, I guess he told Ryhn.
He told Ryhn about Yoshi. He never
about the Kappa hat.
He never mentioned where he got the eye. He mentioned where he got the hat.
We just made the assumption because of okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did
because of Obito and yeah. Okay.
No, not really.
Well, no, but me. I mean, like that's kind of the parallel here of Makashi and
yeah.
Like Obito, Kakashi and Obito, and Makashi and Yoshi. So.
Yeah. So.
Except hopefully less tragic.
I still love that name choice, Yoshi.
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 Again, hopefully less tragic.
Alright, so what is your choice, Ryhn?
Ryan's going to say he's going to need time to...
No, you make the decision now.
Tsume.
The Kage holds his hand up to Tsume. If he wishes to think about it, that is fine. You have all been through a lot, and you are free. You are going to be free of a few missions for now, just so that you can rest and spend time here. Looks to Shira. I'm sure some of you wish to spend time with your family, having been reunited. In that time, Ryhn can decide. And then he looks to Ryhn and he says, for now, though, he brings out his hand for your thermos of eyes.
Damn it. He's going to inquire what is he planning to do with them until the decision.
These eyes here, I'm going to keep in this container, keeping away from anyone who wishes to try to take them, be they part of this village or not. As it stands, depending on your decision, warrants the eventual fate of these eyes.
Just give him the damn thermos.
Fine. Ryhn hands it over a little reluctantly.
Obviously.
Of course.
Now, I have much more information to go over. And I wish to you all the best of luck. And get the rest you deserve. Do y'all then choose turn to leave?
Shiori's gonna wait for the rest of them to leave.
I was kind of trying to do the same. I was going to wait to do the same thing, to wait until everyone starts leaving, and I'll just sit there and tell. Sume's going to tell Shira.
She's not going to mind if Tsume stays.
Yeah, well, the problem is Ryhn was going to stay too.
God damn it! Then
It's just now it's a stare down, like, waiting for the other one to leave.
Is there something else?
Well, I have something else. But
You don't want to say in front of your friends?
kind of.
He goes to his paperwork and he slides out 3 pieces of paper with ways of with tools in which to write. Tell me what you want to say. Out of character, this is of course going to be PMing the DM.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't gonna make it like secret from the group. I was just gonna make it. Technically,
Shiori can say that.
I was kind of keeping my information away from Ryhn. But Shiori is fine to know since she was there. Sorry, it's just... That's how Tsume is. She's not very trusting at the moment with what you want to do. So, it's okay, dude.
To be fair, Ryhn wasn't being very trusting of them either, which is why he was waiting for them to leave.
Right.
Well, actually, Ryhn was gonna ask about see if the Datakage had books and was able to talk to the ninja. Essentially, would be in charge of said implants if he agrees to it.
Does Ryhn ask that question with his friends, with the other 2 still here, as he hands out the paper?
No, he was just trying to be, polite and had the whole group there and ask, but he's making a point to be well informed before making a final decision.
Okay. With concern to the individual who would be in charge of such an operation, they are currently on mission, which makes it all the more likely for you to have time to make your decision.
I see.
And did you have something to say, Miss Shiori?
Well, I need to know if, Ryhn maybe or not.
Shiori's gonna go, would I be allowed to perform the operation for this? If he chooses the second option.
I suggest you do. Let an experienced person do it.
That's up to Ryhn.
Yeah.
Not to me.
She looks at him and says, if you're willing to, I don't know, I guess, trust me enough to not take these stolen eyes, then if you make that choice, I'm pretty sure I can trust you, and I need to know that you can trust me too if we're going to still be part of a team. So I'd like to do the operation for you to show you that I'm still with you on this. We've been at each other's throats for weeks now, and that's not how a team should be. So, if I can trust you, I want you to be able to trust me.
Ouch.
Is that ouch to something you did, or ouch to the scene that seems to just hit the emotional nut?
That basically what that does is that makes Ryhn, if he chooses the first option.
Oh no! She's going to like, I don't know if she wants to say it, but like, she's kind of implying that, you know, if she can't trust him, then they're not a team. So
yeah.
That is cold.
It's way past her moral compass at this point. If he's going to use those eyes and take the fast option, she just can't live with that and be on the same team with him.
Yeah, it's how her character is. Stuff.
Whether that means like for purposes of the game that I roll a new character, like possibly temporarily or maybe not, who knows, but or like something happens and Shiori rejoins her team out of necessity or whatever. But
I would like to point out that mechanically speaking, both of these options are essentially the same.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, you know, within whatever context of however long it takes in story for you to get the second eye, if you get the first, if you get them separate, you spend the time and experience it takes to flesh out the eye to where you have control, then I'm not going to make you do that all over again to get a second eye.
Yeah.
You would have already done it, and your body would have been accustomed to how a Sharingan would work, and you would have it. And also, mechanically speaking, having it in both eyes just essentially gets rid of the Sharingan drawback. So, you would have the drawback from Sharingan for however long it takes in between for you to get both. But that's it. Which, for Ryhn, that drawback is chump change.
Maybe. We don't know how rules are.
I mean, he only has to murder his best friend.
Come on.
That's a different thing entirely.
Okay, that is fucking cold.
What? No,
that's how Sharingan.
Seriously, yeah,
that's how
it
Sharingan
is.
works.
It's based on like emotions and shit.
Advancement of the Sharingan basically requires you to murder everybody you know.
No,
just like
not quite.
Wasn't the requirement for Mangekyo is to murder your family?
No, it's not. The requirement for Mangekyo Sharingan in universe is not to necessarily cause, but rather to see the death of a loved one. And the reason that those who got the Mangekyo Sharingan killed their loved ones is because that was the only way for them to guarantee that they wanted it.
Right.
That wasn't the only way that the Mangekyo was achieved, though.
So it's not necessary, but Itachi's a dick.
Well,
actually, it turns out Itachi was actually working for... that was a mission for him to do.
Yeah.
So Ryhn is Itachi. It's like willing to go whatever lengths necessary to complete the mission.
Kinda. But we'll let him have time, both in and out of character, to sort of settle that. I think that's fine. What did Tsume want to send a private message away from Ryhn to Kage?
Well, I'm just waiting. It's like, since he just asked his question, is he actually going to leave? So I don't actually have to do that. Or am I going to have to do that?
If you don't want Kelson to know out of character, then probably anyway.
Well, I was just going to say it so that people can hear it.
Fair.
Well, in that case, Kelson's going to hear it anyway, so...
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. if he hears it. It's just Ryhn can't hear it, so he has to be out of the room, which means Kelson can't metagame.
Kelson,
I feel
hey,
fucking
not
insulted.
gonna do that.
I'm sorry. If we
Come
can
on.
trust anybody at the table to not metagame, it's probably Kelson.
Yes, I
Really?
would agree.
Well, because I'm forgetful, so I don't remember what's in character knowledge and what's out of character knowledge, and I'm pretty sure I've metagamed at least once during this campaign.
Twice.
So,
Yeah, you did, actually.
yeah. So, because of that, I'm sure we can trust Kelson on that.
Oh, yeah.
And the only time I've metagame was for a joke and not to be serious. Thank you.
It's
That
fine.
doesn't count because it's not in character.
That's fine. Regardless, does Ryhn leave the room after that to sort of think about it alone?
Yes, he leaves.
Alright.
Tsume's gonna give a big sigh after he leaves. And
After Ryhn has left the room, that sort of demonic voice pipes up again and goes, "Trouble in paradise."
Tell me about it.
And then,
yeah,
you actually see the Datakage. He slams his hand on his desk and says, "Shut up!"
Shiori's just gonna kind of gently, guide Marusagi, over to a corner somewhere and, sit her down and just sit in her lap.
Oh,
Just kind of lean on her, I am so exhausted.
that's cute.
sir. While I was off on my rogueness or mission, kind of glancing at Shira, we went to the giant sand wall over there, and we found a way into it.
And what did you find there?
We didn't exactly go too far into it, but I ventured in and stuff, and I found a path that led through and stuff. So there is a way to get through that wall over there.
And what do you think should be done with this information?
This information should be kept tight for the moment until we can actually have
Are you requesting a mission to go there yourself?
if we had some time to train where I'm more happy with the group's ability, possibly yes. As recon, not try to get into any fights. If we get into a fight, get out as quick as possible.
When have we tried already?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to...
No, it just,
Like,
my point is since when are we trying to get into fights?
This is true.
Can name one person.
Well,
Okay,
Tsume,
no.
yeah.
But that's anyway, that's not in character.
We will see what happens.
Alright.
And did you find out anything in particular about the wall itself? Assumptions concerning it have been made, but passing through it, what did you feel?
It was like quicksand going through. And when we came up to it, there was actually a seal on the wall, which we probably believed actually creates a opening, per se, through the wall.
Let's see.
But what Ryhn said earlier about possibly a Kage being mind control, there is a possible chance, since the Datakage did make that wall, and we found out that the group is actually operating beyond that wall. So there is a good chance that the Kage is under their control or working with them.
There's a silence as the Datakage appears to be thinking. Or at least he's, like, taking in the information that you were saying. And, you see his facial expression sort of contorts, like and his hand is, like, holding onto his desk where he slammed it down earlier. And
is it like his facial expressions? It's like he's having like chats
internal
inside
argument.
his head. Yes,
basically, yes.
Okay.
Basically, yes. I do not think that the Akage, any of us, would have been capable of being manipulated in that way. Least of which mind control. But it is increasingly likely that wall was created with Jinjuriki chakra. And as such,
it is a pretty big wall.
As such, training will be needed in order for you to travel there. And it does make, unfortunately, some degree of sense to send you over anyone else, as you have been there before. And Komogu, having kept mostly silent, pipes up and goes, "But it's dangerous out there. We can't send a bunch of Genin young kids."
That's why I'm suggesting we keep this information to ourselves at the moment and give us time to train and get to that point.
Yes. That is what I deem correct. You're all dismissed unless you have further questions.
That is all for me.
Shiori gets up and goes, "Is your hand okay, sir?"
She's slightly returning back to her, like medical ninja, just like
regular. No, like it's not even like detached, like Dr. Shiori. It's just like little kid Shiori. Like, I just want to make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
So, did you just ask that without really looking at his hand, or did you?
No, because I imagine. Yeah.
Tsume is gonna pipe up real quick and be like, do you know if my brother's team is on a mission or home?
Kisu should be home, yes.
They're just gonna smile. Okay, thank you.
By the way, at having heard dismissed, and Shiori going over to look over the Datakage to make sure he's okay, Murasagi is gone.
Gone. Yeah. We'll find her later. She won't be too far away from you. She likes you.
Yeah.
No. So, you said you didn't look at his hand?
No, I don't think she looks. She's just like reflexively, like, he just smashed his hand into the desk multiple times. Like, I better ask if he's okay.
Well, yeah,
I'm not sure if she would know about the healing factor or anything, so.
Basically, he slammed his hand into the desk, and then he's gripping the desk. He's like doing the white knuckle kind of grip.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as that was going on, more to prompt Shiori saying, "Are you okay?" You actually hear the sound of, like, splintering wood.
Mm-hmm.
as he's just digging into the freaking thing.
Okay. Sure.
Are you
But
sure you're okay, sir?
I'll be fine.
Alright, sir.
I just have some. I have a friend to talk to.
Okay. I think we should leave now. Let's go. I start heading out.
Shiori will, like, linger for, like, a minute and just, like, kind of, like, look from him to the, like, his hand and then just follow Tsume out.
Give me a spot check.
Sure. If I see something, she's not leaving until she fixes him. Ouch. Nope. His hand looks great!
Well, you look at his hand, and you saw, you were going over the medical, when you were looking at, like, the people with the messed up eyes, you sort of got the sense of that dark, evil, purple chakra.
Mm-hmm.
In looking at his hand, you actually see the glow of chakra across his hand.
Is it like that chakra, or?
It is. It gives you the same sort of sense of that sort of oppressive chakra, but it's not purple, nor is it blue like normal chakra. It's orange.
So it's not malicious as far as she knows.
Not really. It's got a air about it that's dark, but
right.
whereas
malignant but not malicious.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
It's basically
like who knows what that stuff is doing to you, but also it's not like trying to hurt you, so I guess it's okay.
Basically, good character, chakra blue. Evil character, chakra purple. Neutral character, chakra orange.
Oh, okay.
Kinda.
I'm sorry, I just imagine, like, during that conversation, like, that internal conversation he was having, it was just, like, we implied that, like, I assume it's the One-Tails,
Dataku is,
No, not Kurama, but the sand wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one.
I assume that's the badger, so, or the Tanuki, rather, so, so I just imagine, Kurama just going, Shikaku's a saint! Don't you dare talk about him like that! he's just sitting there like, God damn it, shut up.
Not quite, actually.
Okay, that's fine.
God. Anyway.
You kinda have that backwards.
No, okay.
Sort of.
I just like the image of just...
Yeah. Their argument was definitely concerning Shikaku. Yes. So you make it to leave, and
once we like get out of there and stuff, I kind of want to like tug on Shira's like arm and like in a hurried motion. It's like, come on, let's get back home. Stuff like so excited, want to get back home, and I look at Shiori like, Shiori, come over, come on.
Well, Shiori's just gonna like kind of like not super paying attention, but just follow Shiori or follow Tsume out of like just autopilot.
Yeah.
Just like thinking about a bunch of stuff.
Where does Ryhn go?
Ryhn probably goes home to look over his books for information.
What are you doing?
That's... Well, for some reason you do not have Shima on here.
Murasagi's fault.
And for some reason I can
Like,
control the Rutabaga.
I'm fuzzy, everyone hold me. Or it's like, I'm fuzzy, everyone holds on to me. I'm going to steal this fuzzy thing, because I need to hold something.
Okay, the Rutabaga cat is Shiori, so...
I know I'm Rutabaga. I can move, I can do my Rutabaga dance.
Okay.
Oh, I can actually move you, though.
I know, I don't know why. I don't mind, but...
Weird.
No, we're just trying to like...
This happened with Pathfinder last night, too, that everybody could control who
Alabasters.
everyone can control Alabaster. That's right. I
Hey,
think they might have updated the back end, and some of that stuff went weird
probably.
because
Alright,
I don't
yeah,
have
we,
control.
No,
of
it was because the way I had it set up, I couldn't specifically pick Alabaster at the time because
Oh, I see.
it's just some of it I need people in the room be able to set it for someone.
Mhm.
Alright, so you make it back home, and you see...
I'm just like slightly dragging Shiori along with us.
You see Hisu is, he's just in the room, or in the like, kitchen area of your, apartment, I guess. And he's just sort of sitting there he's sitting at that clawed, the one table that you had.
Oh, it's the table. You know, it's a kind of a table that sometimes have like a heater underneath attached to it, but it also has that blanket attached to it. So when you sit down to it, you put the blanket over on your lap and have your feet going over. That's the kind of table that I was thinking about.
Yep. He's just sitting at that table, currently.
Hey, Sue. Home.
There you are, Tsume. I was so... Break in conversation, hug mother.
Shiori's just gonna walk past them and like set her bag down, which like currently has her cloak and hat like tucked into it because she's, I don't know, more comfortable in her new clothes. But she's just gonna like flop out on the couch and like pull out the weathered like book that she's been reading and just kind of like start flipping through it.
Aw. I was kind of expecting her to go like sit at the table, but okay.
she's just done. She's just out on the couch. Not out, but like she's got a lot on her mind. So
We'll check on her in a minute.
And Hisu backs off eventually, and he's...
one day, 4 hours later.
Honestly,
I told you I found her. Didn't you get my letter?
well, I did, but things can happen, you know? I was just... And without her actually here, and being gone so long, and then Shiori just sort of gently and affectionately just sort of paps him on the head to shut him up. I'm home now. You don't have to be the surrogate adult anymore.
Sorry, brother.
And he just...
You can still cook. You've kind of gotten better at cooking.
You can still do all the chores, just mom's in charge.
Oh, no, didn't you hear that part? It's like, you kind of got better at cooking.
Well,
Your little sister, I'm picking on him.
whatever. Okay. Well, you're home. That's the main thing. I don't know how much of it has changed since you were gone. We didn't get into any of the... Sort of looks around. Sees Shiori on the couch. Looks at Tsume.
She's tired. I'll take care of her.
We didn't get into the secret stash of money unless we needed to.
And how is it a secret
How many
stash?
years? Hold on. How many years has Shiori been gone?
A couple of years since the last.
Okay, we didn't get into the secret stash in the multiple years you were gone. I don't know how we managed that, but okay.
Unless we needed to. Question.
Unless
I'm
we.
sure.
So.
Sure.
Bearing in mind who
It
is
probably
no
no
one
just
one
ever-
doing
I
small
don't-
odd jobs for.
I've
some
never
family.
met a teenager that hasn't dipped into the secret stash when their parent wasn't kidnapped, let alone when they were.
Bearing in mind who is saying that, and then Shira raises an eyebrow at him.
I'm just saying. How do you know about the secret stash? It's a secret.
You found it too?
No.
It's a secret to everybody.
Mom asked me earlier if I gotten into it.
Well, I found it.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Shiori just goes,
Definitely.
it was in the sock drawer.
Like I said, I didn't get into it unless we needed to. Anyway, good to have you home, Mom.
Can I kind of jolt something in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's actually it has something to do with that table.
Okay.
But actually, I will message you first. So.
Right. I was about to message you on that regard.
Someone fill the white noise, please. Oh, that's like,
Well, nothing. Well, right now the scene is between essentially. Yeah, Ryhn is not there.
yeah.
So I can't really
it's just
do
I'm
anything.
typing and stuff, and it's giving me a minute.
Oh, you're fine.
So, Darid,
Mm-hmm.
what, I know we had talked a little bit about the book that Shiori has, but,
Mhm.
like, what kind of, I guess, what kind of outline, wow, my brain just went, what are you even doing?
What is these words coming out of my mouth?
What words are these? English? I guess what I'm asking is, like, what kind of stuff would be in the book?
What
So,
book
like-
was it?
It was, Shiori's mother's journal. Like, her medical notes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm basically looking for like stuff that's in line with like organ transplant, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there the kind of stuff I'd be able to learn from
Yeah,
that?
there is.
Okay.
Alright. So.
I'm gonna sit there and I'll be like, "Brother, did you make dinner yet? Wait, what time of day is it?
It's late afternoon. About time for dinner, yes.
Did you make dinner yet?
Well, that's a no. I'll get that. And that's Shira. And she goes to, do that. I'm sending you a thing right quickly.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess if I had another question, like if what? Derp? Damn it, my brain. If I had another question, it'd be does would Shira or maybe even Hisu recognize the book, or is it like not gonna notice it? I figure
they'd
like
have-
Shira would be old enough to know.
Shira would, but she'd have to look closer at the book.
Oh, okay.
I want Tsume to go to that page that I sent.
I know. I took it. That is
You see it?
yes. Okay.
Okay. So Shira goes and she starts to make dinner and prepare, and then from no one in the room comes a completely different voice from seemingly nowhere, and says, "Ah, you're home finally." And then table gets flopped over, and second tiger that looks about the same size as Shima.
Is he under the table?
Yeah, he was magically somehow fitting under the table.
Because
The
anime
heater
logic.
under there?
Yes, there is a heater under there.
Hey.
He wasn't
the
there for
hardest.
very long.
Not very long. So. And also, Shiori, he's speaking.
But that's... I've already seen speaking tigers. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Oh, it's just there's a big. Okay,
Sure, he's like completely.
She's
like,
just out of it,
engulfed in the
okay.
book. Yeah.
And as she begins cooking, Tipimari just flops Shira. Very much like Shima does. And Shira's just... It's good to see you too.
baby.
And nice to know that you can talk now too. Now get off.
I just
It-
go over and like, kind of. I guess me and Shima like go over and once he's like off of Shiori, just go and flop onto him. You're like, hey! Yippee, it's so good to see you.
Hisu, like, tilts his head and goes, were you under there the whole time? Since about 2 days ago, yes.
Where were you? Sitting there slightly, like, scratching his ears. Like, where were you?
Confused and lost up until... Let's see... like a week ago? A little over a week ago, I think? No. Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm home now. Oh, and when I finally came to, I could talk, so yay, I can talk.
Yeah.
Because you know that's important.
That's actually part of
trying
the...
to teach them how to talk, and then the rest of your life trying to get them to shut up.
I just
it's actually part of the class that Tsume and Shira is since they get tyrants and stuff that allows them to get it. There's actually an ability they get at a certain level that gives them speech.
Yep, cool. And
right now, I have to worry about Shima sitting there bad-mouthing Ryhn. Great.
You will not get that until
much later.
Yeah.
This is why Tippy said recently, because he literally got it at the very level that Shira is. So realistically, Shira would have been kidnapped and captured and doing things for the Azagiru. Reached this level, it would have triggered in Tippy for him to be able to speak, and then boom. So he got it relatively recently. Also, did you notice the timestamp there? Tippy Maru said he was lost and confused until
about just
2 weeks
about
ago.
the time that we freed Shara from the mind
Bingo.
control.
Yeah. So, yay! I'm gonna like kind of wander over to Shiori and be like, "What you doing?
Reading.
Do you want anything to eat? Mom's cooking.
She just goes, I'll have something small. I'm not very hungry.
What's wrong?"
Kind of worried.
I know you're worried and stuff, but I know things are stressful and stuff, but can you at least try to relax and have some fun?
Shiori
Because
sighs
you definitely should know stress is not good for you.
Yeah, I know.
You're already short as it is.
Hey.
Just smiles.
She's just gonna, sigh and set the book down, sit up on the couch and set the book down next to her. And just kind of go, what is she making?
I don't know. Just turns out that Tippy's home. So I didn't quite ask what she was gonna make.
Is Tippy like Shima?
Her cat is like, yes.
Okay.
That big cat over there. I just like to point at him.
She just kind of smiles and goes, I noticed.
Yes. At least you don't have to worry about me running off again.
I didn't have
I'm
to
so
worry about
sorry.
that anyway.
Huh?
She says, I didn't have to worry about that anyway. You promised, remember?
Yes, I did promise. After the fact that I did.
Yeah. I'm just glad to have you back.
Honestly, I'm glad we're home now.
Mm-hmm.
That was too much of an adventure. For now.
Yeah, it'll be nice to be in town for a little while.
I'm gonna look over and be like, Mom, what are you cooking?
I'm making waffles.
Your favorite. Whatever that is.
I'm trying to think. Oh,
The
Sarah,
dish
what
to
is
be
my
named later.
favorite?
Oh God.
What is your favorite?
yes.
you
Wait, you don't know?
Are you asking me, like, for real? Or
Because you're the only one that knows when we like had Japanese food.
It's been so long since we had any.
God, it has been. It's been years.
I know.
Um,
I mean, really, all we had was, like, steak and chicken fried rice, so...
To
I
borrow
mean, it's not like you had anything particularly...
The other thing I could think is probably California rolls.
no.
He doesn't like California rolls.
To borrow from a quote used in the very first session. Insert name here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's this dish and stuff, and I'm trying to remember it. But the thing is,
yeah,
it was filet mignon, and then
Uh-huh.
some fried rice and shrimp. But the thing
Okay.
is, it was called the Emperor's Feast from the place we went to.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not like a thing. That's just the thing they have there.
Yeah. So, but that was like the only thing that like.
I imagine you're really making insert name here. Great! I haven't had insert your name here in forever.
Well, but it's basically a shrimp dish. Well, there's from places
Steak.
I actually
It's surf and turf with fried rice.
kind of So
Fair. Regardless, it's a shrimp dish. That's good enough for me.
That just so happens to be called insert name here.
are you okay with shrimp?
Ebi Gohan.
Huh?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Ebi is shrimp and Gohan is rice, so...
Anyway, I got the
Damn it, now you're
Epi
making
part. I was
people-
like, wait, what? Yeah, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Shu, how's your lady friend?"
At home right now, I think. Wait. Shush you.
Mom, he has a lady friend.
Really?
Oh,
You. Okay, in character, I would know that probably the clan stuff since we live here in this village. Be like, yeah, she's from the
insert
bug
name here.
clan.
Oh, that's right, it was the bug girl.
Yeah, and then we fought against her younger sister.
Yeah. I like them. We need to see them
Yeah,
more.
they're nice.
Make them recurring characters.
Yes.
This is like our Shikamaru team.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, best friends and, like, somewhat unwilling rivals.
I mean, technically,
Mostly because Shikamaru could not give a shit.
basically, I mean, it is technically Sora's or Kimogu's old teams, so it does make sense for you to interact with them.
Yeah, so.
Don't you
Granted-
jump in that trash can.
Granted, last you heard, Tenumaru was causing trouble again.
Yep. Oh, we
Reporting
should go
friends.
visit tomorrow soon. Eh. Anyway.
Can we not?
Oh, come on. We need to relax a bit.
She just, like, looks at her clothes and, like, I just bought these.
Good point.
Okay.
I'd like to keep them on.
So, Shiro...
Anyway, just Shiro, like, says to Shu about his girlfriend.
Shiro just looks at Hisu with sort of a questioning, eyebrow raised type thing, and he's... It's just happened. We're teammates. We're on the same team. We have been since, right when we graduated from the academy. And
oh gosh.
No.
Shiori inconspicuously
I was gonna sit
looking
there
at Tsume.
I just sit there and be like, Shiori just quietly be like, let's hope he doesn't turn out to be like an ogre.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear Komogu flying through the air because he got punched again.
No. Although,
what does Shiori think about my comment about, I hope he doesn't be like Komogu?
She just kind of laughs.
Oh, and then you say that loud enough to be heard?
I was kind of whispering it to Shiori, trying to make her smile.
Okay.
Are we talking about a
they would have to
whisper or a conspiratory whisper?
It's like I'm whispering to her, but if they want to make a lesson check, they can.
Will do.
Yeah, 20s.
So what was it you said exactly?
It's like,
let's hope he doesn't end up like Komogu.
I hope he doesn't have a problem with, like Komogu does.
And what is your sensei's problem?
Shiori just kind of blushes.
Finds out the window is open, you hear him, I heard that.
No, hush you.
Well, his place where he likes to go is actually right next door to us, so...
Well,
I'm trying to figure out,
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, the characters and their parallels, because I'm thinking, Komogu is more like Asura, what is it? Asura, is it?
Azuma,
that's it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was joking, saying that since he's actually on the same team, but Komogu was actually on the same team with Sora.
Yeah.
Back in the day, so...
I mean, there's sort of this air of Shira being sort of Hisu makes the comment of we're on the same team and she's like and that sort of warrants a reaction out of those who have become really close to someone who is on their team, which would include Komogu and Tsume and Sora and
Shiori. Not in that particular order, but...
Yeah.
Speaking of Sora, honey, do you want this one?
Do I want Sora?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
A little fun, but...
That's right.
Anyway,
Third ranked grump.
So, Hisu is, blushing like crazy, and he's just...
No!
It's not... We haven't done anything, okay? And I'm not talking about this right now.
Somewhere in the distance here. Yet.
Don't you live on the other side of town?
Yes, he's just putting his 2 cents in. He's put his 2 cents in either way.
Hisu actually makes to attempt to leave and, I'll come back and eat later.
Why? Running away, aren't you?
And that was not a river in Kagaru, or whatever the fuck that was called.
I'll stay.
Good, spend time with us.
And she just sort of... Shira, when he comes back in, Shira just pats Hisu on the head. It's okay.
Good boy.
I get it. You're fine. You're growing up. I haven't been here for years. And you've grown up a little bit without me. It's perfectly fine.
But tomorrow you could bring your special little friend over.
Yes. But actually, I would like to meet your friend.
And here's the bus you just got tossed under.
And
Can you please be nice to her? I kind of like her too.
when did I say I wasn't going to be nice?
You want to meet her and stuff, but we're kind of intimidating, so...
Yeah, and...
Shiori's just like, you're not that intimidating.
And then Tippy Maru pipes up and goes, and if she tries anything, well, we're here to see, I suppose.
I
Shut
guess.
up, you.
Is it bad that when she said, when was I bad thing, I just imagined the same thing with Komogu, where if Ryhn opened the book, it's like, would you like that in chronological order?
So, Shira just smiles, and she says, all I want, and it'll be simple and straightforward, just invite her to lunch. That's it. I can do that. Thank you. Now, when it comes to and
The mom instinct starts kicking in.
yes, and Shiro looks to Tsume at this point, and is Tsume reacting to the conversation she's having with Hisu in any way?
I'm just smiling and listening in.
So you have this smile of borderlining on a giggle or laugh.
No, she has
just
a
like
bright
on a
little sister smile.
Just like it's just a big toothy smile that she's just like.
And Shira steps into the room, or looks at Tsume and says, and speaking of relationships with one's teammates...
Abandoned thread.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like the moment, it's just like she's all happy and stuff, and then all of a sudden just like her smile like goes away and just like kind of slightly open up, like looking at Shiori and then back at Shiori, no words, no comments.
I just had this thought, it'd be really funny. This is like, so how's things between you and Ryhn?
No, a mother's instincts don't lie, Tsume.
Like we were trying to hide it. And still, it's just, she like starts mumbling to herself.
And what do you say?
What does Shiori? Yeah, Shiori. She's caught on that we're kind of in a relationship.
No, I know that. Shiori's just like, she's like blushing, but she's like trying to pretend like nothing's wrong.
Just sitting there, sticking her head right back in the book.
No, she's not. She's just kind of like,
It's just like, I imagine like how the thing is, it's like Shiori's sitting on the couch and stuff, and Tsume's just sitting on the floor and laying back against the couch. Just like,
It's fine. You two are cute together.
blushing intensifies.
At this moment, Tsume like still slightly mumbling under her breath and stuff, and she does give like a blush. It's like,
And then Shira sees that, and she ruffles Tsume's hair. And she says,
Which takes her 5 minutes.
yeah, really. She ruffles Tsume's hair and then says, and besides, she ruffles her hair and then says, and besides, having a nice, powerful, and competent medic might be good for some wild child like us, huh?
It's like she starts to say something, and then she goes, "Good point."
That's what I thought.
Shiori reaches over and pats her on the head.
I just got under control from the freaking water, from the sea air.
And besides, the food's done anyway.
Hey, let's go eat.
And then that scene turns into basically eating dinner, and now we will cut to whatever it is Ryhn is doing.
Well, Brian just pretty much is doing research at his house, like I said. He's going through his books looking for information.
What kind?
pretty much anything you can pull about the Sharingan, because he still has the file information.
Right.
And then pretty much just any information you can pull about, the Sharingan, the Yazakira that he would possibly have, and see going through his old family records and stuff like that.
Okay. I might have to come up with the specifics of what you find for that, because I'll have to...
That's kind of what I figured. I figured this was going to be... I either be knocked to a 0.5 session, since we're back, or it'd be a afterwards kind of thing.
I'll just have to think about it and give you the specifics on what you find. I mean, I'm not going to make you roll to find anything, because for one, you're going to probably make it, and for another, you could technically take a 10 in this situation and probably would. So.
Which would be, by default, at least a 31.
Exactly. So,
hell, actually, I could since, taking a 20 counts to quite a few hours, and this is just mundane, I could take a 20 and technically crit for a 41.
Yeah.
But is that really necessary?
No.
Yes.
No. Anyway, so...
You give me the option, I will use it.
Hey, that's the mic. Leave it alone.
Did anyone have anything specific they wanted to do before they really went into, the potential for a full month's montage of training, that's potential option here?
Well,
I did have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
If that is what we end up doing, does that also come with a level up?
Before that training montage begins, or...
Well, the only thing I would have happen would be Ryan's decision, but that will happen between this session and next session.
Yeah.
Because all the training will be done, between that.
Yeah. And
we don't know when the guy's going to be back. So.
Who's going to be back?
The guy who would do
surgery.
the eye surgery.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Did I ever get an answer to that question, by the way?
Which one?
About if there's anything in the book.
Yes. As far as concerning surgery in your mother's medical book, yeah, you got that.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to give you any adverse penalties to a treat injury roll to try to do something with his eyes, so.
Okay.
It's still going to have to be surgery, and it's going to be with more emphasis and not like mystical surgery, so.
Right, well, that's the thing, mystical surgery basically only says I don't need equipment to do it. So, a surgery kit specifically to do it.
Right. Well, the thing is, mystical surgery basically substitutes your capabilities as if you had a portable surgical kit.
Mm-hmm.
And the kind of thing that you're going to be doing is not something that can be, in my mind anyway, it's not something
that can be done in the field except for by a genius. So.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It can't...
Shiori specifically is not.
It cannot be done with the typical tools that are found in a surgical kit. It would have to be found in a big, more specific...
It's specialty compared to regular.
And since mystical surgery basically gives you a free kit made of chakra, your mystical surgery is not really going to help you with this.
No, it's not, and I wasn't expecting it to. The only thing Shiori would want to do is maybe go to wherever medical is, and where she was learning to do healing jutsus in the first place and stuff, and kind of talk with somebody about what kind of tools she would need.
Okay. Well, we'll do that along with the premise of, that'll be a part of your training and time, and we'll decide what...
Are we gonna do this, so...
It'll be...
When is the possibility that we would know when we would level up?
Yes. I'll see. What level would you be? 9?
9, because what I was thinking is that gives us like an entire new rank of skills to be able to learn. Plus, it would give us the like, do we get a modifier point?
Yeah.
Or do we get a ability score at this level up?
Not ability score, but you do get feat.
We do get a feat. Okay, so yeah, that would give us another feat to work with. That would give us our skill points to put into stuff.
Shima doesn't really grow again, but she gets multi-attack.
Yeah, so that would open up a lot of options for us to be able to maximize the efficiency of that month. As far as like learning techniques and getting stuff.
I'll let you be level 9 at the end of this, so that you can have that for your training. I'll just have to go back and do the math to figure out what you would have had to get to that.
Because that's what we were kind of waiting on, is to level up in order to do that month's montage.
Yeah. Okay. And considering how I'm going to go through with the rest of my plot arc, I don't necessarily think... Wait a minute. Hold up.
Huh?
Montage is going to be happening. Shiori's going to be with Ryhn to potentially help him get the eyes, depending on his decision. Okay, I'm good.
Oh god.
Oh, great.
The terror hath we wrought.
So, if we do this, and you get to do whatever you want, can we get that? So we will get that level up?
Yes.
Yay!
You clap.
And preparing for whatever horrific
you clap,
thing.
Really?
Yes, I clap.
We need an absurd amount to get to level 10.
Yes, you do.
We need, what, 9,000?
Well,
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. I'm gonna have to open the book for the first time in like 2 weeks.
Alright.
I always have the book open.
So, we are going to...
You're always angry.
Who are we going to do this sign out then?
Thanks for tuning in and stuff. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned where we have that giant montage. And then probably gets our butts kicked for something. I don't know why, because Star's planning something. Hope you enjoyed.
Wait, was that even remotely an effective evil laugh? Probably not.
Yeah, it was good. I like it.
It's your laugh.
It's gotta be an evil laugh.
It's very Dalrid.
Gee, thanks. Okay.
You're welcome.
Shush, Kelson.
What?
I will smack you.